Hi everyone, let's get back to practical section episode 4. I will be teaching about how to create a bot from what I have taught already, including demonstrating on how to use Bollinger Band. Which is this one? You can look up BB Bollinger Band from here. Here it is. So Bollinger Band has 3 lines, which are the first one is the upper one, then the lower one, and then the middle one. It is used for indicating prices too, like overbought and oversold lines. So mostly I'm going to look at the candlestick to see if it's intersect with the top line or the bottom line. It can be viewed as many other ways. Anyway, this episode will be teaching how to use Bollinger Band based on a condition of intersecting the top or the bottom line only. So this is how it works. I'm going to focus on the candlestick. If it rises up over the top line, like this one, I will sell, and if it goes down like this one, under the bottom line and reaches the bottom line, reaches back again, rise up back again, I will buy. This is a lesson about a single indicator only because normally it is used with other indicators like SMA, RSI, ADX, and stochastic. Let's only talk about a single indicator first so everyone can learn and understand the concept. So, first of all, we're gonna get back to the desktop. Okay, and we're gonna create a folder. And then I'll name it, let's say, bot IQ BB. Then open the folder and open as PyCharm. Because I'm going to use this program for coding. In case anyone is more familiar with the Visual Basic Studio, it is also can be used since they have the same coding forms. But before moving on, I'll rename this first to this guy here. Rename it to BB. Then open that file and delete this. Okay, and delete this first. Okay, and let's get started. Okay. So from IQ option and import IQ option, and then from tar library, and then import, and then followed by a star. Then import time. Okay, next we're gonna create a variable API is equal to IQ option, then insert your username and password like always. Okay, next is API.connect. Get used to all these codes already. It is for checking the login status. So yeah, ch1 and ch2 equal to API connect. And if ch1 is equal to true, then print okay login. And else, so if it's not true, then print not login. And then quit. So these are all basics, alright? So let's get started for real. First of all, I need to get the prices first so it can be used later. Let's go to my website. Okay. let me recheck it for a bit. Okay, so get to my website and then basic code and then choose all and copy the last one right here. I like copying the code because it's a lot easier. So paste and equal to api.edsg get over candles. Yeah, get over candles returns all. And next one and 100 for the amount of candlesticks and EUR/USD for the currency pair and time frame at 60 seconds or 1 minute and delete all the number ones. Now get back to the tar library. Okay, here it is. And then looking for the Bollinger Band, which is here, and we're gonna go to overlap right here, and then you will see the first one here. Then copy the code and paste here. Since the Bollinger Bands includes 3 lines, the code also includes 3 terms referring to each line. So they are the upper band, middle band, and lower band. Many people that have tried using it without understand often face an error in this code because it provides this let me see, because this provides this value for us to change. It is the percent of Bollinger Band. I'll show you. Okay, the percent here, it can be decimal numbers too. Is it the percent of Bollinger Bands or the standard deviation? Okay, this value represents the width between the line and the middle line. And the middle line is called SMA. Here it is. I'll set the period here at 14. Okay, and change the size to be bolder. Okay, so as you can see, SMA is right at the middle between those 2 lines, where these 2 lines are actually their standard deviations. The length from them to SMA is up to what you set. The less percent, the narrower of the gap. So let's say 0.01. Oh, the minimum is 0.1. Okay. And then let's say 3. See, it's a lot bigger. This is up to what range of price you want to see and analyze. This is quite similar to our RSI indicator. However, this has several ways to use. So get back here and then add 0.0 to these terms since they are in percent. And this is time period, alright? So here it can set the percent deviation to both bands, upper and lower, unlike the IQ option. Its percent deviation setting is applied to both bands, as you can see, because there's only one box for you to set up, but here you have 2 values to set up. Okay, however, I will take it easy by first teaching the normal way, so set both band deviation the same. This Bollinger Band is using the closing price. So the code right here is also using close. Here it is, as you can see. Therefore, I'm not going to change anything here. And I'll be using the 14 Bollinger Band here, alright? So, okay, firstly, print these 3 bands first and run. These 3 bands. Okay, paste it and then run. Okay, let's wait. now it is showing all prices, so let's add -1 here and try again. Oh, I suppose there's an error. Oh, I have to minus 1 to every term and 1 again. Okay, there are 3 values right now: upper, middle, and lower. C, EUR, USD. Okay, euro, it's starting at 1.22 something. Here it is, referring to the real price currently on IQ option. So after receiving these values, I'm going to use the closing price to see if it is more or lower than the open price. So if it rises up above the upper line and come back down under, I'm going to sell. But if it is going further to under the lower line, the lower line over here, if it goes under and then come back above it, I'm going to buy as it's coming up back. So this is how it works. After checking everything is working normally, so then I will get started. Okay, I'll begin with up is equal to upper band -1. Okay, next let's say DN for down is equal to lower band -1 also. So it can be used easily. But the middle line won't be used here. So next is to make the condition to check if it's lower or higher, so the closing price is needed here. Okay, firstly, 1 is the upper band, so if closing price is more than the upper line, okay, if close is more than I'm talking about the closing price or the candlestick here. So if it reaches above the upper band, means its closing price is higher than the line. So if close is more than up, mean the closing price is higher than the upper line. I'll use the while true loop to set a condition. So this condition is to check when it will come down so that it can sell. Alright, so next, if close is lower than up, print sell. So after it goes up above the upper line, and if it comes back down, we're gonna print sell. And then time dot sleep, let's say 10 seconds to stop and check for a bit. Next is else if. Okay, else if. Else if close or closing price is lower than down, lower than the lower line, then then I'm going to create a while true loop again. And if close it gets back up or higher than the end or higher than the lower line again, print buy. Alright, and again followed by time plus sleep and 10 seconds. Okay, Now I'm adding the while true loop at the top to order this whole condition. Okay, tap the whole thing to be underneath. So it will be under the while true loop order. Next thing is very important. Remember that every time we created variables, it will work and run from the top to the bottom. So after it gets the value from the orders above, it will enter the while true loop here and keep analyzing the same values, so it won't be able to enter this condition to check if the closing price is higher than the upper band or not. So when it is checked that is higher than the upper band in the first condition here and enters another while true loop, it won't work because there is no new order to get new values or to get the new closing prices. So I'm going to copy these things, these whole codes, and paste as an order to get new values over here to analyze another condition. So we're gonna paste it under both conditions, alright? So here we are. There are two conditions in each part. The first condition is if it's higher than the upper band, and the second condition is if it gets lower than the upper band now. Same as here, there are two conditions too. If it's lower than the lower band, and then if it's get back higher than the lower band. If that's so, then buy. I am teaching now. So at first, I'll set the Bollinger Band at 2, and it's too big, which takes long time to analyze, so I'll be using 1 instead to analyze faster, and also time period at 2. Then run. I don't want to waste time here, so that's why I adjust. Oh, there's an error here. Let me check a bit. Okay, I see. Okay, I'll add -1 because the order to get closing price here is too big. It needs to be more specific. So yeah. So -1 at every time after close. Okay, then run again. Wait. So that is if, else if. Let's log in. I think let's create else too. So else as if not, if it doesn't follow any of these conditions, print not follow conditions. Okay. Also, let's print here as well. So I can know what it is analyzing. Let's say right now, entering by condition. Okay. Because it's under by condition right now. So yeah. And here entering sale condition. Because when it is analyzing, we won't know what the bot is doing. So it is essential. Then run. Oh, now it's showing not follow any conditions. So now that I'm aware of it, it's better than not knowing anything. Don't know what the bot is doing. Okay, let me check all over again. Okay, it's so slow. Change it to 2 and then change to 1. Let me also change the time frame to 5 seconds. A lot faster. Okay. Okay, right here it says entering sale condition and just order sale. Alright, it doesn't actually sell, but it just print sale to inform us. Okay, this is easy. Just inserting forth and back. Don't be surprised that why it keeps ordering here. It keeps printing here because its time period is at 2 and time frame of 5. Okay, so you can intersect very often. So don't worry, you can apply this concept to what you want. Okay, next is to make it order itself after analyzing. So this had to sale, right? So I'll say order sale ID sale is equal to API by digital spot. And in the brackets, as its arguments is the currency pair EUR/USD and the amount of money $1. And then action output put, which is to sell. And lastly, the time limit at 1. Then if order sale is equal true, then I'll create a while true loop again to check the result. So start with check check sale win sale is equal to API check win digital V2 and then followed by ID sale in the brackets. Then if check sale is equal true, then break to quit this loop. Next is to check the result. So if win sale is more than 0, then print win. So if you win more than 0, that means you win, right? So then it will print win. But if not, so else print loss, like this, loss. That's it, easy as that. Then copy this whole condition, the checking condition, and paste it. Also delete the time sleep, okay? And then paste it under this condition too, under the buy condition. And change sale to buy and change put to call. Call is an action to buy. Okay, then we're gonna, buy and buy. Okay, done. Then run again. Okay, it just sell because it intersects quickly. Okay. Alright. Okay, it keeps intersecting right here. Okay. Alright, this is all about how to use Bollinger Band. You can apply this to based on what you want and need. Anyway, this episode and other episodes around this period are mostly all about the practical use and indicators, but only single indicator use only. There is no indicators combination yet. But I really recommend you to learn this one first. It might not be the best or most suitable one for you or for anyone yet. The most important part is the condition here. It is essential for using many indicators or even one indicator with different functions like backtest, AI, and prediction. Backtest is like to review the past to improve the system, and prediction is to predict the graph's potential, right? These are all fundamental knowledges. And when you get familiar with this kind of coding, you'll be able to write better and more complicated codes in the future. Because there are a lot more functions to learn which can be added to your indicator. So yeah, there are a lot more to learn in this field. And lastly, if anyone has any problems or questions, feel free to ask or contact me in the Line group. This is it. Thank you for watching.